Okay, the question.
Yeah.
You want to repeat that more slowly?
Full blown.
Okay, Jennifer. The question is: in this film, obviously you're portraying Katniss. That's very introverted, but there are some scenes there where you have quite a bit of character in this film, especially when Josh proposed as well. I won't go into that, says the journalist, but that's one of the questions about that. How was it for you to portray Katniss being so introverted? Okay. And secondly, the second question is that in the movie, you're very close to the people, okay? And that's something that you have a reputation for, being very close to your fans and everything, to the point that they call you J-Lo, excuse me.
Or J-Law.
What do you think about this?
I think playing Katniss, that's just a part of her personality as being very introverted, and she's put into certain situations that make her that become very emotional, but she's like any person. She can get excited when she gets proposed to. I don't know. I think that it's actually very interesting playing somebody who doesn't emote a lot on the outside, because that's kind of easy in a way. And as far as being considered the J-Law of the people, that's an honor. It makes me very happy. I mean, just like generally to be liked is, a relief.
Hello, good morning. My question is for Jennifer Lawrence. Hi, Jennifer. Welcome back to Madrid. Katniss Everdeen, the character in the movie, your character in the movie, became a celebrity, just like happened with you. Do you identify yourself with her, and also do you think she's the kind of heroine that society needs in this moment? Thank you.
Yeah, there were a few things that I identified with. Of course, obviously, the stakes in my life are a lot lower. But I know what it feels like, when she comes home to District 12 and all of a sudden feels like a stranger in her own home, and she doesn't feel any differently, but everybody else is kind of treating her differently, like she's some sort of alien now, and I definitely know what that feels like. I know what it feels like to have to go on tours where you're traveling a city or wearing clothes that don't belong to you and kind of saying words that don't really feel like you, and I can definitely identify with that. And I do think that this is a great character for a younger generation and for everybody in our generation to have right now.
Hi, Alan from for all three actors, I'd like to know what were some of the hardest stunts, and also what was the most fun about shooting this film.
The most what?
Most fun.
And the most fun thing.
What was the most fun?
We had some pretty hard stunts. We shot the monkey fight sequence over the course of about 7 days, and it was only like a page and a half or so in the script. So that was a very strenuous, kind of heavy part of the story to get through. There's just so many different elements with the visual effects and whatnot, and then the choreography and yeah, that was very tiring. That was probably the most like enduring, hard to endure experience. But then we had the spinning cornucopia when Heavensby decides to flick the cornucopia around, spin it around. We actually had a cornucopia that spun at like 25 miles an hour, and we held on to it, and that was also very very challenging physically.
Yeah, it was hard to not throw up.
Yeah.
What?
It's true.
That was a challenge.
Yeah, I know. Our banter doesn't work so well when they have to translate, Oh
no,
it doesn't translate as well.
Yeah, I know. That's true, actually. And the most fun scene to shoot. What was the most fun scene?
I got whipped for 3 days. Everyone was strangely happy about it on set.
It did put everybody in a weirdly good mood.
That'd be funny when they translate.
Yeah. And the most fun scene is Josh and I had a really fun scene when we were sitting at the beach discussing whether or not to leave the group or not. It was just kind of a really great time. It was right as the sun was going down, and Josh and I were so tired that it was the first time we ever took each other seriously while acting. together.
first time.
The first time in 3 years.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Hunger Games. First of all, I'd like to congratulate you because I loved the movie yesterday, so it was awesome.
Thank you.
And Jennifer, this is a question for you. I would like to know what is the particular message that you think that the Hunger Games is giving, because I got that it's trying to like initiate a revolution against the higher classes, against the political classes, because I don't know if you're aware of the situation of Spain right now. The current government is reducing in sanitary system, in healthcare and education. It's going cutting down. We have 27% of unemployment. So would you suggest to Spanish people to rise against the government like Katniss did?
Do you want to spark a rebellion in Spain? Now think about this. I'm going to help her. Think about this for 1 second, real quick. Just before.
I think that there are a lot of different messages in the movie that different people can take away. I think that there's a message of family and love. I think that there's a message of bravery. And, you know, we live in a world where history repeats itself, where people have constantly had to fight for their freedom. But I think that this is a very different world. And everyone in this movie, including Katniss, as upset with the government as she is, as tired of the treatment of everyone in her districts, she's very aware of the consequences of war. The strongest message for me when I first read the books was how powerful just one voice can be. And we're living in a world now where everyone has a voice. And you know, we have social media, so it doesn't matter who you are or how much money that you have, you can have a voice. I mean, we find out about things that are going on in the Middle East because people have cell phone videos and they put it on Facebook, and everybody is very aware. I am not going to suggest a rebellion in Spain. I'm going to step back on that one. And